All right, everyone, welcome back to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for Monday, October 23rd, 2017. And this video is for Sidereal. If you are new to the channel, definitely check out the link down below. The signs are different than mainstream astrology. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, not a whole lot going on again today. I think this will be a quick recap in terms of what we've got going on in the bigger picture, and then we'll kind of look at today generally. So today the moon is going to be in Scorpio, shifting into Ophiuchus. We had the moon shift into Scorpio the second half of yesterday, Sunday. And so it's a deep time, right? It's not major. This happens once a month, but it's good to get in touch with the deeper side of our feelings, of our unconscious, of our emotional patterns, of our fears, right? All the stuff that we've brushed under the rug before. Now we're lifting up the rug. So our willingness to do that is great, to be both conscious of the inner world, the deep inner world, and then also accept them, right? Accept the feelings, accept life, accept ourselves, relationships. That helps the walls come down, right? Helps us connect to life in that more meaningful way. So that's essentially the whole process here. As we get into the second half of the day, the moon does shift into Ophiuchus, which is about the healing side of this. Through the acceptance, feeling perhaps healed and rejuvenated, that's going to take us into tomorrow as well. And then as a result of course, all of this deeper energy, we then get into Sagittarius, which will be, I believe, later tomorrow, going into Wednesday, which is about spreading our wings, right? Coming out of the ashes, spreading our wings, and then having that top-down perspective from this internal transformation. So great day to do that. And let's go and look at all of this here in more detail. All right, so there is the moon shifting between signs. And as you can see, these signs do take up the same part of the sky. Ophiuchus is above, Scorpio is below, and they essentially represent the same thing, which is uncovering the hidden truth. But where Scorpio is simply, transformation through the awareness of this, like I was saying, the first step is awareness. Scorpio helps us do that. Ophiuchus then really pulls us to accept, right? To what Ophiuchus is the serpent bearer. So to actually accept the fears, right? To accept the mind, to accept these deeper things in life, which then lead us to healing and the transformation. So you could notice that shift throughout the day, but again, they're essentially about both the awareness and the acceptance in general. So let's do a quick recap in terms of what we've got going on astrologically. We just had a new moon last Thursday. So we're still in the very early phases of this new moon. I think it's an excellent week for moving things forward. If you're still not exactly sure what that is, that's okay. It's still early. Still good to be experimenting, especially today in the early part of the week. Just trying a bunch of different things. It's like springtime, where when you're starting a garden, they say it's good to just plant a bunch of seeds in one spot, right? And then once the seedlings start to sprout, which will be later in the week, we'll decide which of these seedlings we look the healthiest and we want to cultivate, right? And that's what's called the thinning process, where we only keep the healthy plants. So moving things forward nonetheless, yet at the same time being flexible to see, what is unfolding, I think is a great way of working with this early part of the week, particularly today on Monday. Now, there's a lot of Virgo energy, right? So that's what the whole new moon was about. And so this is about self-improvement, personal development, striving towards perfection, focusing on the details of things, anything that is about refining both ourself and our environment is just excellent at this time. It can motivate us with Mars. We can actually be enjoying it right now with Venus. We're thinking this way very practically with Mercury. And the sun getting closer to Jupiter this week does suggest the seeing of opportunities that do unfold when we are striving towards improvement. All right, so that's the recap. But in terms of today, as you can see, not a whole lot going on. We do have the moon sextiling up to Venus the first half and squaring up to Neptune. So while I think there is an openness to connect in our relationships today, which could be nice, maybe some support there, just it's easy to connect, or if it's not relationships, maybe it's easy to enjoy some things, material things, sensual things, things we value. But the moon squaring up to Neptune does create the uncertainty oftentimes, not always, but the first half of the day, if you do find that your mind is wandering about the future, or creating illusions about things that aren't actually in the present moment, do be aware of that, because usually with a square like this, we can be feeling like we want to escape or want to hide away, but there's a healthy integration, and the healthy integration is with challenging ourselves to find rest, to meditate, maybe do some spiritual activities, anything that helps us be more present and more accepting and more receptive is a great way of working with it, because the squares are about initiative, and here taking the initiative to find healthy ways of finding what we're truly after with all of this escaping and whatnot, which is to find peace. So healthy ways of finding peace. All right, so that is the day generally. Then as we shift into the second half, Ophiuchus, maybe more about wounds perhaps, but again, it's the same process of accepting anything deep within that then leads to the transformation as we go into later this earlier part of the week. All right, so have a great day, everyone. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow for the daily forecast. Take care.